Rob Worms, anything's guaranteed to make Pike bite.
Well, I'm going to stick with bait that's Dingle tried and tested. 3-week-old sausage rolls.
What do you want it here?
There was Dan looking forward to one of those one that got away tales.
Aren't these flyer-proof sensational? They say it's amazing what full-colour print can do for your profile.
Enjoy your smugness while it lasts.
Do I smell the rancid odour of sour grapes? I must fly. I've got the mare for lunch.
Oh, Mr. Pollard, you haven't said anything to anyone.
I said I wouldn't.
Oh, sorry, my head's all over the place. Look, I've made a decision. I'm going to the police. Well, they'll investigate, then everyone will know it's not my fault.
And how are they going to manage that? The internet is full of traps like you've fallen for.
But I'm the victim of a crime.
Yes, you are. Of your own greed, and that's exactly what the police are going to say. Excuse me.
And I've got a couple of other bookings in June, if you're interested. Yeah, good luck.
What was all that about?
My Thelma Louise gig tonight.
You didn't tell me. Be an excuse to escape the mayor.
Oh, sorry. But that was Robert, who's Dolly daydreamed to his public, and he's going to do them instead.
Why?
No, it was at the Rusty Shilling, and grim isn't the word. There's nothing worse than a throng of council estate gays who've been hitting the house spirits all night.
I'd have helped fend them off.
No, it's not only that. The very thought of Thelma Louise leaves me cold at the moment.
You probably need to give her a long holiday.
Well, the way I'm feeling, I'd be happier throwing her awake.
Oh, so has Bobby started working his magic at the Antiques Fair?
I reckon you bonkers letting a fairground hawker run the stall.
It just so happens that this one could flog a hat stand to a moose.
Well, don't blame us if he's got the crowds rolling up to play hoopla with your Capi de Monte.
Paul, you don't have any plans later, do you? Only I'm expecting the Mayor of Houghton for a late lunch, and I'd love you to join us.
OK, well, I'll see if I can knock off early. Oh, quite like the idea of adding a bit of panache to your political dabblings.
Mate, you're all dolled up. The antique fair's only at the village hall.
I'm sorry, love. Do you know, I completely forgot. I've got to go into Houghton.
What, on a Sunday?
Well, I'm giving this little fabric outlet the once over for Pollard.
Well, I hope he's paying you time and a half. Are you OK?
I'm fine. But if I don't dash off now, I'll be running around like a fly with a blue... you-know-what. Right, I'll see you there later. OK, bye.
She needs to slow down.
Well, she'll be able to see when your premium bond check arrives.
Is it awful that I'm keeping it a secret from her? I mean, I won't believe it myself until that money's banked.
That makes sense to me.
If Thelma Louise does bite the dust, then all I'm good for is remaining upright in 6-inch stilettos and being handy with a mascara brush.
You're good at millions of things. And you're brilliant at makeup. Look how you were with your dad yesterday.
I just powdered him down a bit.
And you put him at ease. It ain't just about applying the slap. Got to be good with people.
My mum always said that my dad was the only man that ever mattered in her life.
And you should believe her. She's only having a bit of fun with this Bobby bloke.
Yeah, but you know how she gets carried away.
Bobby will be gone in no time. You've got nothing to worry about.
That's what you think. She's off to the Antiques Fair, and I know why.
I was hoping we'd be able to spend some time together today.
You mean to say you paused to consider me? Ring out them bells.
I need to discuss my campaign and your involvement in it.
I might have known that you wouldn't consider spending quality time discussing us.
The subject of us is never stronger when placed in the context of my politics. You inspire me. I'll only beat Rodney with you by my side.
Just get your short, fat, hairy legs back on your precious campaign trail before it gets as cold as your shriveled-up soul.
Cyberspace is like the Wild West. You wouldn't believe the crimes people get away with.
I've been a foolish old woman, haven't I?
Professionally organised fraud like this could hook anyone in. What have your colleagues said?
I haven't told them. But now that you're involved, I can tell them they're in safe hands, can't I?
With computer crime, you've got to act fast. It's been a few days since the site vanished.
But you're still going to investigate, aren't you?
Of course. As soon as I've taken this statement, we'd like to examine your hard drive.
I don't think Mr. Pollard will mind. He's been very, very helpful.
But even if we can trace it back to whoever's responsible, the chances of us getting your money back are next to none. You need to speak to your friends.
When Bobby stood me up at the dance, I was a blubbering mess. One minute I was weeping into my soggy corsage, and the next minute Mick was standing there handing me a hanky. I remember the first words he said to me. He said, "You've got pollen on your nose, pet." Heaven knows what he thought of me.
Well, I don't blame you wanting to show Bobby John what you're made of.
You only get miserable like that when someone means a lot to you. If you get a second chance in life, you should take it. What Bobby and I had together, well, could have been the real thing, who knows?
So much for your lobworms. I haven't had a nibble all morning. You fancy some lunch?
Yes, good idea. I think Betty's made some sandwiches.
Oh, and I have done us a quiche.
Wow, what a treat. No, Betty's a good hand at pastry, but she won't make a quiche Lorraine. She won't say why, but I think I know what it is. Because it sounds foreign.
Well, it's nice to have my efforts appreciated.
I am touched that you two are willing to spend time with me like this.
Oh, don't be daft.
I wasn't very grateful last night. I was snappy. That wasn't fair of me.
Oh, you're worried about Terence leaving so quickly, aren't you?
I'm not going to ruin our day by talking about him.
Terence upset you, didn't he?
Well, I can handle that. But what Terence did has been festering for years, tearing my family to shreds. All the time I was unaware of it, so I suppose I'm as guilty for what happened as he is.
Who wants double helpings?
Hi, love. Now have I got something for you, and I can do you a very nice little discount too. Right, let's have a look at you. Now, mine with eyes as beautiful as yours, I bet.
Finding the right fancy little trinket must be very tricky. They'd upstage the crown jewels, then. Let's have a look now. He's not interested in me, man. Listen to him, chatting her up. Makes us sick.
A sales pattern?
Hey, Danny. Mind the store, will you, mate?
Hang on.
Leslie. How are you, love?
Just a bit of mild bruising, nothing serious.
You had me worried.
Look what I found. Is it beautiful?
No match for the real thing, though, eh?
No, not really.
You look lovely.
Oh.
I'm due a lunch break. Do you fancy a stroll?
Oh, that'd be very nice indeed. Oh.
Here we go.
How long do you think you'll need it?
Depends on what our initial examinations throw up. Sadly, it's unlikely we'll find anything. Now, are you sure you'll be okay?
You've been very kind. I'm grateful.
We'll be in touch.
And I'm grateful to you too. I'm sorry about the computer.
Don't worry, I'll find a way of explaining to Val.
Oh, I feel so ashamed.
It's no good wasting your time wallowing in remorse. What are you going to do about the money?
Well, I'll pay it back. I'll work all the extra hours you can throw at me. I'll talk to Laurel and take on some extra cleaning.
The girls are expecting a return on their investments.
Well, what else can I do?
I meant what I said yesterday about the loan.
You've done enough already. I couldn't possibly accept your offer.
All your little lies, all mounting up. Here as well as at home. Soon you'll be completely out of your depth. You need a swift solution. If I were you, I'd seriously consider my proposition.
Hey, I've got a nice bottle of wine put aside for a special occasion.
Oh.
I think the time's come, don't you?
Come on.
This has gone far enough. Calm down. Leslie's head's screwed on the right way.
Yeah, it might be. But some of her nuts are slack. She's already got the glassy-eyed stare of a 16-year-old. What's it going to be like after a few glugs of cheap plunk?
But that doesn't seem fair. I mean, I can't help my age. Isn't there something you can do? I see. Right, well, thank you for your time. Oh, Leonard. Oh.
There, you'll do.
Brilliant. If you carry on helping Rodney with his campaign, he might cough up for you to get some makeup qualifications.
We're back to that again.
Well, you've got talent. When I was modelling, I was always worried about letting people near me eyes. I never even flinch when you do them.
I didn't think your eyes were what really mattered when you were modelling.
Oi, watch it, you.
Ah, Paul, will you do some of your legendary napkin folding, please?
Of course.
Place settings are a bit grand for Sunday lunch.
Ah, this isn't just lunch. This is the turning point of my campaign. Now, I've put you between Angela and her partner, Mina, Paul. You'll have plenty in common. They're both gay too, you know.
Really? So was Ronnie Cray. But that doesn't mean I would have shared a lamb shank with him.
Huh? Well, don't be like that.
I'm only pointing out that just because someone else is gay doesn't mean we're going to get on like bosom buddies.
Well, the girls were excited when I told them all about you.
What?
Rodney?
Well, they were thrilled I had a gay son. They can't wait to meet you.
Well, they're going to have to.
Well, where are you going?
Back to work. I'm not here to be used to gain kudos with the lesbian glitterati of the local council.
I reckon that's nil pois for the my son's queer and he's here routine, don't you?
I'm going to kill Bobby when he gets back.
No, look on the bright side. Give us a bit of discount on this.
Oh, well, still going to cost you.
No, just be a smidge now, me winnings. I mean, can you see Pearl sporting that as we land at Hong Kong International, eh? Focal thinks she's a duchess.
I'm pleased you've come to your senses, Pearl. I'll meet you at the factory in an hour. We have a habit of making each other miserable, don't we?
Maybe that's a good thing. It means what we've got together is real.
You have every right to be irritated with me.
I know I do.
Either you put me in a state of exasperation more than any woman I've ever known, or you make me alive in a way that I never felt before. I can't decide. I do know that I need you.
I know that and all.
So what is it going to take to talk you around?
I've been thinking through a few conditions. I let my imagination run riot at first, but then I realised it boiled down to just one special thing I need from you.
Go on.
I want you to ready yourself for a 24-hour state of exasperation. I'm moving back in.
Nothing would make me happier.
I'm not prying, Alan, but I'm sure you're being hard on yourself. And we can't blame ourselves for everything our kids do.
I owe you an explanation.
Listen, no, you don't have to say anything you're not ready to.
No, I need to tell someone. What Terence did involved Steph. He was always old for his years, but she was this frail little thing. I used to think she was spiteful to the core, but I now realise she was just so scared. She didn't know how to tell me. Terence interfered with her.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry, Alan.
Terence didn't know Tricia, did he?
Oh, no. Steph made sure of that.
Well, you must feel sick to your stomach about this.
Yes, I do. The thing that makes it really unbearable is that I'm trying to feel absolute hatred for Terence, but there's still a part of me that
just sees him as my little boy.
I remember the way you used to sweep me up onto your carousel.
Happy days, eh?
Hey, what was the name of that horse that I like to ride the best?
Daisy May!
Daisy! You're right. She had a lilac mane and a chip out of her left ear. Oh.
Hey, you haven't changed.
Oh, don't be silly. Since I knew you, I've been a wife, a mother, and then a widow. If those things aren't life-changing, I don't know what is.
Still got the same exuberance.
Oh.
You were full of sparkle then. I never forgot you.
You tried sweeping me off your feet now, you'd see exactly how much I've changed.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
Proving I'm still full of sparkle, too.
Are you okay, Leslie? What have you done to me, man?
We're just messing about.
I'll go get help from Rodney's.
No, don't get Rodney. He's having a posh lunch. I'll be fine in a bit.
You can't just leave him. Pick him up, boys.
I'm not picking him up.
He's in pain and it's my fault. Let's get him back to the cottage.
I took the liberty of drawing this up after you left. It's a basic contract. Nothing too alarming.
Seems very official.
It's the way I do things.
But it's me you're dealing with. Do you think I'm going to run off or something?
I didn't think you'd fall for flimsy money-making schemes either, but it happened. First rule in business. You never really know anyone.
But isn't there a way we can do this without me signing things? It feels wrong.
It's this way or I can't help. I can live with that, of course. But you'd have blown your last chance to rectify the damage you've done, and you knew it.
I'll sign then.
Before you do, I need some security. A bond, if you like.
A bond?
Yes. Most people in my situation wouldn't even consider a loan with the information that I have. I need to insure the loan.
I don't understand.
I need to feel secure that you'll pay me back. A token.
But I've got nothing. Do you think I'd be in this state if I had? But this isn't worth anything. Leonard hardly had a penny when he bought it, and he's always saying he'll replace it, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Used to make my finger go green. But it was given with love, and its only value's sentimental.
Then, in a way, it's priceless.
Yeah.
Give me the ring, pal, and I'll show you where to sign.
But my behaviour's been totally crass. I'm sorry.
I can't believe that you'd use me to score political brownie points.
I confess, I did think that Angela might be impressed with my relaxed attitude towards you, but I also thought that discussing you in front of guests would allow you to see how comfortable I am with who you are. I guess I still need to work on how to handle things in that respect.
At least you admit it. So, where's the first citizen of Hodden think you've got yourself?
We conveniently ran out of champagne. I'd like to return with two of the Woolpack's finest. And you.
3 bottles and you're on.
I'll be fine now I've moved about a bit.
Put him on the couch.
No, the floor's best for a bad back. Oh, no. Oh, what on earth were you thinking of picking me up like that?
You made me feel like I were 18-year-old
Yes,
again.
well, that's a very nice thing, but...
Can I tear you two apart for a second? Are we going to get him a doctor or what?
I'll just lie here for half an hour. That's all I need, and then I'll wend me way.
You can't can't sleep in your trailer in this condition.
Mother?
What?
A word, please. Look, let Rodney sort them out.
Like he's going to give him the care and attention he needs. No. I've made my mind up. Bobby's staying here till he's better. It's the least I can do for a friend in need. Oh, Bobby. Are you all right?
Oh, what a tough thing to do.
Oh, you got to admit, they do make a sweet couple.
Oh, how there you are! I've been worried about you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I met an old friend. I didn't realise it was so late.
We missed a good day. Although I don't think Danny will agree with me. Oh, and I've got you a treat.
Oh, Leonard, you didn't have to do that. It's beautiful.
You're worth it. Right, come on, home time. Go on, look.